In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the new unified version of PyCharm. This video was made in August of 2025. In order to install PyCharm, the first thing you have to do is install Python. Later in the video, I'll walk you through this step by step. After you have Python installed, you can then install PyCharm. Again, I'll walk you through that process step by step. The easiest pathway to PyCharm installation is to install Python first. That was challenging to say. So I'm going to see if my operating system has Python pre-installed. Some systems like Windows and most distros of Linux already have Python installed, but Windows 11 tends not to. So I went to PowerShell by clicking on Windows X and then tapping on I, and I'm going to just ask in PowerShell what version of Python I'm running by typing Python space minus and capital V. So that's a capital V, and I hit enter and Python is not installed on this version of Windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to python.org and I'm going to go to the download section, and then I'm going to download the Windows version of Python. The latest version at the filming of this video is Python 3.13.6. So I'm going to download that to my computer. Once that is downloaded, I'm going to run it, and I'm going to click on maximum privileges every step through, always giving maximum permission, clicking on every option to make Python as powerful as possible. Perfect. Now that Python is installed, I'm just going to do a test. I'm going to use my Windows X, tapping on the I again, and I'm going to see which version of Python I'm running by typing Python space minus capital V, and there it is, Python version 3.13.6. Once Python is installed, I'm ready for the next step. Next, it's time to install PyCharm. To install PyCharm, first we go to the official PyCharm download site. Once you go to that site, you're able to select your operating system, although it often automatically detects your operating system and throws you into the right download. Then I'm going to click on the download button, and it is going to begin downloading. I do want to point out some features for those of you who've installed PyCharm before. It is now a unified project, so I'm going to go over to my PyCharm, and I'm going to begin running that file, get that file going. I went over and I clicked on it. My download is complete. I'm going to go over to my installer, go to my downloads, and begin my download of PyCharm. And I'm going to use the default installation, but if you want to install it other places, feel free. I'm going to use all the options available, always giving maximum power to my product, selecting the defaults, and off I go with my install. All right, it looks like it's been installed. So I'm going to now run PyCharm and see what happens. It is definitely taking a little bit to fire up. Here we have the user agreement. I'm going to confirm that user agreement, continue, and then I'm going to allow. And I am going to skip the import. If I have a previous version, you probably won't have that appear. I uninstalled it, but it still found some information on it. And it looks like I have made it. I'm going to just get a Hello World program running. So I'm going to click on New Script. Ooh, it's Start Free Trial. Apparently the first time it's taking a little bit to set up that environment to make it go. And it is and it's setting up a default easy to run script for the first time. Looks like it's configuring everything for me too. So I'm just going to do my classic test of a hello world program. I'm going to go print hello world. And then I'm going to run that program and make sure everything works. And look at that. Hello world, work like a charm.